You can just go around them. And that's why, for example, if someone was to come to me and say, what should we do for Bridge End Farm? How should we get those people on site? How should we get our perspective known and understood? I probably wouldn't have gone in person with placards and stuff either. You know,
well, actually,
you wouldn't want to do that, because the world has changed in such a way that people just tune it out now. You know, they just tune it out. So in terms of communicating, what we've discovered is that unless you deliver your message to people in the way that they want to consume it, on whatever device they use and whatever time of day that they're free to use their devices or whatever, or think about things, that they're not going to hear you.
But surely those two things are not mutually exclusive. So I could envisage a situation within the project in Crieff where we've already gone down the route you've described with the architect who speaks to the council, and we also go and have regular meetings with the planners. But what you were saying about social media would also be very, very powerful, because there are thousands of people who trace their heritage back to Crieff and Strathern, and those two things haven't completely worked together.
You have just moved into the world of tactics. And you're absolutely right. They are not mutually incompatible. Yeah. And I heard this story about a famous conductor and a soloist. The soloist did his performance, and they went off, and the famous conductor pushed him on, and the soloist took his bow, and he came back, and the conductor pushed him out again, and then he came back, and this time the famous conductor grabbed him in a vice-like grip and said, "Now drag me onto the stage." And completely upstaged everybody else. That's tactics. So that was what we were thinking about here. You do it, so there's actually no harm in actually going, right, we're going to stage a bit of a demonstration which will scare the pants off them, and then we're going to come with a solution at the same time. Thank you so much, Dig Ventures, for solving this problem for us.
Iain, I agree with the tactics 100%, and be disruptive, but there's an ordering of things. So once you've got the tactic to create the agenda that this is worthwhile pursuing, you're in a conversation between you as a community and an institution. Then once you, or several, and once you move into the operational phase, tactics won't cut it. So the skill base of running is different. And I think a challenge is to keep your community with you when you're not beating the hell out of someone, and you're moving into the boring governance of a meeting, a decision, a responsibility. And that success is about making stuff that you really wanted work.